Welcome to Comic Indie. My name is Kenneth Javier.
And I'm Aaron Leon.
And this is
Draw Fight.
So, Aaron, do you like cheese?
I like cheese.
What's the favorite shape of cheese that you like?
I'm going to put cheese in my mouth no matter what shape it's in. But sometimes, and I don't know if you knew this, it's very exciting, cheese comes in the shape of a wheel.
Speaking of wheels, we are standing in front of the Draw Fight wheel that pits two artists in a head-to-head drawing competition for all out supremacy, internet glory, and a chance to be Season 1's grand champion of Draw Fight at the end of the bracket.
Well said, Kenneth, well said. Let's go over a little bit of the rules. We have our two artists. They'll have 10 minutes to draw from the suggestion that's chosen here on the Draw Fight wheel. At the end of those 10 minutes, we're going to ask them to stop, and then we'll give you, the YouTube audience, a chance to vote for your favorite.
All right, with that being said, let's meet our artist. Introducing Billy Bob Sling Blade Wittenberg, drawn out of Pasadena, Texas.
And Jay Eat My Pie Gillespie out of Katy, Texas.
So, Aaron, do you like video games?
I love video games.
What have you been playing lately?
I've been playing a lot of the classics lately for nostalgic reasons.
Okay.
You know, Castlevania, the Lion King game.
No kidding.
On the Sega Genesis.
That is so much better than the
Man,
SNES.
so much better, right? But speaking of SNES, I got one of those little retro gaming consoles.
Oh, the mini classic.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I've been playing all of the Mario games.
Really?
It's just, it kind of came over me, and I was like, man, I really want to play Mario, and I'm not really sure why.
All right, Aaron, it's time to spin the wheel.
Let's do it.
All right, the wheel spins. We will be selecting a selection, and that selection will be Thor with pretty pigtails, suggested by Alex.
That's an awesome suggestion.
Thank you,
You
Alex.
know, it's interesting. Thor recently, in the past couple of years, became a woman, Jane Foster, I believe, spoiler alert, and she did not have pretty pigtails. So it'd be very interesting to see if that Thor had pretty pigtails. What would she look like?
Interesting.
Probably Thor with pretty pigtails. But let's leave it up to our artists to make that decision. All right, artists, your 10 minutes starts now.
So we were talking with Jay earlier today, and he was expressing his adoration for the creation of graphic novels and the actual, process as far as creating the universe, the characters, and he even made this great reference as far as moving the characters around as if it was a game of chess.
That's a fantastic way of putting it. That's really awesome. What piece would you be if you were a chess piece? Who would you be?
You know what? I kind of wanted to be the bishop.
The bishop?
Yeah, because diagonal feels nice.
You know, Kenneth, I've never tried diagonal before. I'm typically a very move forward, move back kind of guy. You know, very straightforward moving. So
as if you were on like some kind of mission, right?
Mission impossible.
Okay. So
because we're not chess pieces, Kenneth. We're human beings.
That's right, and we need to be treated like gentlemen.
And we can move in whatever direction we want to move in, whenever we want to.
Right.
Who's going to tell us to stop?
Nobody.
That's right.
That's it. I'm with you.
Absolutely.
So when we were talking with Billy earlier, he was actually talking about his appreciation for kind of moving into the digital media, as far as moving away from pencil and paper. Still, he's an expert at that, but kind of going toward the new school. So he knows that hey, this is the future. We got to move forward, right?
That's right, and you can't move back in time, can you?
I worked for a boss one time, and he said, Kenneth, sometimes to move forward, you need to move back. But I think he was just a liar.
Yeah.
He was the type that would ask for suggestions, but not really want suggestions. So, he was trying to, kind of Jedi mind trick you. But
sure.
We all kind of figured out what was happening.
Well, have you considered, because we're talking about time here, have you considered that he was a time traveler, and he already knew the answer, he just wanted to have everyone feel included in that?
He was the Highlander of middle management.
Highlander is the one that comes in different colors. There's a pink and a bright yellow and an orange.
Yes.
That's
okay. Highlighters.
That's highlighter. You're
highlighters.
Right. It's a highlighter. Highlander is the one that went back in time with a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
I can't remember if it was a T-Rex, but I think James Bond was with him.
James Bond was with him.
Yeah. But he had like a ponytail and a mustache or something.
I can't even imagine that.
Interesting.
That's fantastic.
Okay. So, as we were talking with Jay about drawing and the whole process, we asked Jay, what's the hardest body part for him to draw? And guess what he said?
What did he say?
He said faces.
Faces are hard.
Right, and I think he was just kind of more alluding to, moving from, one panel to the next, and how do you make this woman look like the same woman? And how do you make women look like women? Because apparently, they sometimes look like men.
Artists, you have 2 minutes left.
All right, so let's take a look at Billy's drawing over here. So our suggestion, Aaron, was Thor with pretty pigtails.
Just the prettiest of pigtails.
And wow. I'm looking at Thor. Now, is that a hammer he's holding?
It could be a hammer in one hand. It could be something else. I think that in the other hand, it looks like a mirror. Let's call it mirror.
Mirror. Okay, I like it. And these tails look like they are very pretty. What do you think?
Just the prettiest. Again, I think Billy's really capturing pretty in these pigtails. I don't think I've ever really seen Thor in this way before, and I like it. I like this Thor. I think Thor's more approachable, and someone that I would like to maybe have coffee with or tea.
Absolutely, it's all in the expression, and this looks like this Thor is working it, and he is really feeling himself.
He is. He's definitely a more confident Thor.
So we're standing here in front of Jay and looking at his rendition of the pigtails. So would you say these pigtails are flailing?
I think that they're flailing or flowing.
Flowing
might be. This is a different take on the suggestion. Really interesting. This Thor appears to be a little bit more active, more in an active state.
Do you think he's going to war, and that's more like a battle prance he's doing?
He might be, Kenneth, but I'll tell you, if I were a soldier on the opposing side, and I saw this soldier, this warrior, I would be immediately enraptured by the appearance of Thor's pigtails, but also a little intimidated. These are pigtails that really say, hey, I'm beautiful, but watch out.
Very intimidating pigtails.
Very intimidating pigtails indeed, Kenneth.
Very well done. All right, gentlemen, hands up, time up. Good job, guys. Good job. Now that the artists are done doing their work, it's time for you, the audience, to put in a little bit of work for us by clicking on the link above and voting for the winning drawing.
That's right. Don't forget that little I. And please don't forget to make some comments below. Tell us what you think of this episode of Draw Fight and your suggestions for future episodes of Draw Fight for the Wheel. And not to mention, I almost forgot, Alex, he submitted the suggestion for this week's episode.
Thank you, Alex.
Thank you, Alex. We're going to be sending you a copy of the winner's artwork and some really cool Comic Indie swag.
Speaking of Comic Indie, for more information about Comic Indie, please click on the links below. And also to get great information about Billy and Jay, their links can be found below as well. For Comic Indie, I'm Kenneth Javier.
And I'm Aaron Leon.
And this is
Draw Fight.
Thank you.